Not everything's going to be about football during the 2026 FIFA World Cup. You're going to want to know the places to go in these 16 host cities. Well, in this video, you're going to see the best places to check out in Monterrey. As always, folks, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, like this video, and comment on it, and click on that bell button so that way you're notified of future content. This might be the video that gets us over the 4,000 public watch hours hump, so all your viewing minutes will be greatly appreciated. Okay, so we're going to start this tour at the MacroPlaza. Okay, this is a very big green space that connects the Museo del Palacio, which is the seat of the regional government of Nuevo León, with City Hall of Monterrey. So we're going to be walking down first down to City Hall, and then we're going to make our way back up towards the Museo del Palacio. And as you can probably tell from the videos, it was a really nice sunny day, which means it was really hot. So best advice for you here is make sure you wear comfortable clothing, wear a hat, get some sunscreen, and get yourself a bottle of water. Ideally, you like to visit some of these sites, early in the morning or late in the afternoon. I don't know how many events are going to be happening in the Macro Plaza area during the 2026 World Cup. Of course, I went on a Sunday, so the level of events might vary in what day of the week you'll be visiting. But as you're going to see later on, there are cultural events happening at all times.
De Monterrey, pero era del estado, de la ciudad, nada más que lo cedieron al municipio. Como podemos ver ahí, no sé si lo alcanza a apreciar, la imagen, lo nativo, los guachichiles en las laterales. Vemos en medio el cerro de la silla con el tipo de vegetación, con el tipo de aquí se da mucho Nuevo León la naranja. Por eso en los árboles están los puntitos naranjas, que no se ve ahí por el color, un solo color, pero
claro.
Está. Y vemos ahí la parte de las herramientas, o la herramienta de tipo cacería de estos nativos. Y arriba vemos la corona de estos españoles, del rey de España.
Okay, so we made it on time for a cultural event that the city hosts every Sunday at 11 a.m. with the city's orchestra, and it is to provide a party space for the old folks in the city to gather together, meet with friends, and just be able to dance. And I think it was really nice to see that. Of course, there on top of the walls itself too, you got to see these wonderful murals which highlighted the region's history from the native times through the conquest, through colonization, and into the period of Monterrey's growth into the industrial giant of the country. All right, so we started to make our way north, back up towards the Museo del Palacio. The first thing you see here is the Catedral Metropolitana de Nuestra Senora de Monterrey. In case you needed to step inside, give a prayer for your team to do well in the World Cup, you can go ahead and do that. Right across from the park is the Museo Metropolitano de Monterrey, which used to be the city hall of the city, but now it's a small museum. Right again, in that same area, you'll see the Faro de Comercio, the Lighthouse of Commerce, honoring the city's history of commerce and industry. That is what makes it known as such. Then you'll see the Monument of the Worker, as again part of that city's history. In that respect, we pass by Neptune's fountain, or El Fuente de Neptuno. You also pass by the city theater as well, Teatro de la Ciudad. And then just a quick tip here: you want to make sure that if you're exploring this area before 11:30 noon, excuse me, you want to make sure you have your water with you, because there weren't a lot of vendors out before noon. And again, this was on a Sunday. So in case you get a little hungry, or need some water, I highly recommend you bring that along with you. Okay. And so we finally made our way back towards the Museo del Palacio. You're seeing that there was actually a little soccer competition happening. There was actually a protest as well happening there. But all indications point that this part of the city will be hosting some sort of activations for 2026. You can go inside the Museo del Palacio as well. Check out this building that's, I believe, still serves, if I got my information correct, still serves as the governor's house in some respects, or at least in a ceremonial aspect. But you can check it out there yourself and take a break from that sun, because again, it was really, really hot on that day. But now we're gonna move on to Parque Fundidora. All right, now we're gonna take this ferry boat ride from MacroPlaza to Parque Fundidora, which is going to be the host location for the FIFA Fan Festival in Monterrey. So now what you're going to do is that you're going to make the walk over to the Mexican History Museum, el Museo de Historia Mexicana. You're going to turn a right, just you're going to go underneath that a lot of different water fountains, these cauldrons, which they really took a lot of the steel mills. You'll drift by the Mexican Museum or Baseball Hall of Fame. So really, really, really cool sights that you'll see along there. You could also just walk it if you want. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do this for the World Cup in terms of like having vendors or other activities along the Paseo Santa Lucia. But whether you take the boat or you decide to walk it, you'll make your way all the way to Parque Fundidora. All right, so we have landed at Parque Fundidora. This is, like I said, where they're going to have the fan festival on the day that I was there. You saw that there was an activation there for little kids, but this is a very massive park. So be ready to walk around, enjoy the green space in the city. And our walk towards the Museo del Acero, or the Steel Museum, Horno 3, or the third steel mill, took about a 10-15 minute walk from the ferry drop off point to the museum itself. And let me tell you, this is an impressive museum. I've never been inside a steel mill. Only seen it obviously on the TV and in history books, and but this was impressive. Okay, this was impressive to say the least. Shout outs to the steelworkers, man. Like the job that they have is you learn just how difficult it is, but you also got to see through the exhibits and through walking around the site the pride that these workers had in working in the steel mills. And so you just really got to learn the history of Mexican industry here. And of course, you get to go up to the steel mills. I'm afraid of heights, but I had to do it. And you get these lovely views of the city itself. Estadio BBVA in the background there as well. We're only about 10-15 minutes driving, was I believe, from the stadium itself. So really, all of these sites are really close to each other, and it's going to be very awesome to see during the 2026 World Cup. Bueno, mi gente, I hope this video serves as an introduction to your travels in Monterrey for the 2026 World Cup, in between all the football that's going to be happening. And let me just say this, okay? There is a lot more to see, not only in the city of Monterrey, but in the entire state of Nuevo León. If you are an outdoorsy person, this place is for you, okay? There is just so much more to do, okay? Mountain biking. You wanna glide over these mountains. You wanna rope. What is it? Rope jump. I mean, there's so much. Even pueblos mágicos too. Just so much to do in Nuevo León. So instead of me yapping about it, how about you follow some socials, okay? And I'm gonna give out some shout outs as well to everyone that helped make this possible. So you want to go ahead and follow at Nuevo León.travel for all of your inspo that you need for your travels to Nuevo León. I want to thank the Oficina de Convenciones y Visitantes at OCVMTY, OCVMTY, again, for helping set this up for me. I want to shout out the drivers, Hilario, Ernesto, and the others that took me around to really check out their city. Of course, I want to give a special shout out to the World Cup host committee at FWC26 MTY, Alex, Julio, Cesar, for setting all this up, for creating this partnership, and basically entrusting me to help promote Monterrey to my own audience here in the United States. And of course, it not featured here in this video, but featured in my socials as well, at Fadi Trips, Mario Farias. He is a travel content creator in Nuevo León. Give him a shout, give him a follow as well, as he is basically home base. That is his home, Monterrey, Nuevo León. So you're going to get some better tips from him on the more local eats. For sure on the eats, all right? Because, man, that goat was legit. In any case, go check out my other content on my socials for that. All right. Enough of me talking. We are counting down. What is this? Today's 338 days to go until the start of the 2026 World Cup. But remember, as Monterrey has already said, the World Cup has already started in Monterrey. So you might as well either go check it out now, do some exploring beforehand, get a lay of the land, or when the World Cup comes around, stay a couple extra days in Monterrey, because trust me, it is going to be a hell of a good time. Dale, mi gente. Muchas gracias por su sintonía. I'll see you the next time. Gracias.